As at 11:50 a.m. this morning, an amount of instability was seen on the cliff face above the slip that police and emergency services have been working on here at the Mount. As a result of that, we've brought in geotechnical experts to examine that area, and a crack has been seen in that area. Based on the advice of two independent geotechnical experts in different fields, we have ceased work at the site for today. As a result of that, we've had to pull all our staff out at 11:50 in terms of evacuating from the site, and then based on further advice, I have been advised that it's unsafe for anyone to work below that slip. What I can say in terms of the people that have been working under the slip, we know that that area still is unstable and it is a high risk scene to be working within. Whilst we certainly understand the frustrations this will cause, certainly our family members of wanting to get their loved ones back, and also our own police staff, we've had to do that for the safety of everyone concerned. At the moment, we're continuing with further examinations in terms of the geotechnical experts in this field, and we're bringing in further equipment that can mitigate the risks that remain within that site. I'm happy to take any questions.
Health and safety does come first here, but how worried are police that continued delays from weather or possible slips might just keep on delaying answers and clarity for these families?
Yeah, look, we have to take it day by day at the moment. We've been hit with some pretty horrible squalls and wind even now. We assess that every morning, and as part of our risk mitigation in terms of the workplace, we are doing an assessment every morning with our experts. I see the weather windows looking better for this week, so hopefully, fingers crossed, with the right examinations in place and with some more technical gear on the ground, we can continue to recover the loved ones for those that need them.
Can you describe the crack?
How can they actually fix and mitigate those risks?
Sorry, Jordan?
So what do those works look like to mitigate the risks that are going to come in and kind of basically strengthen?
Yeah, no, look, it's just an unstable slip still. So we've got a number of mitigations in place, and that includes doing an assessment every morning. You would have noticed we've stopped working overnight. We've moved from a rescue to recovery phase, and overnight you can't see that slip. There's a number of other mitigations we've got in place to keep our staff safe, but we are making progress in terms of the site, and whilst we've got a number of people 100% focused on the disaster identification phase and getting those loved ones out, we also have a number of staff that are just looking at that slip, monitoring for signs and keeping everyone safe.
And what is the time for the slip, please, or to show the crack and whereabouts the location? I've heard that it is up along the tree line coming down towards the main part that you're working in. What is your understanding?
I haven't sighted it myself. I've just been told by the experts that it exists, and I understand it's possibly to the left of the slip that's currently there, but I haven't been sighted with myself.
For the people who live along that road, there are apartment blocks directly across from the slip. Are they going to be evacuated?
Our advice at the moment is that they're safe, but that continues to be an assessment every day as well.
I know that those families of those victims have been living quite close around here as well. Are they being allowed to stay close by even with these delays?
Yes, all the residents that are in place along that road are still in those places, yes.
As well as those residents, those families of those victims, while they're waiting for work and those, to be accounted for, are they going to continue living around the site as well?
As far as I know, at the moment, yes.
Is it your understanding that the slip or the crack was there? How long has that crack been there, and has work been done in a space where it's now been deemed that it's unsafe?
It's based on the instability that was seen today, so we did further assessments, and it's important to note that an assessment was taken place this morning at 7 o'clock, so every morning, as a way of mitigation, these two experts are examining not just the slip but the whole broad face of what we're working underneath.
So can you confidently say that the slip or that the crack wasn't there at 7 o'clock this morning?
I think the experts can. I haven't asked them that specific question, so I don't know.
And so, what advice have they given you as far as the ongoing risk or the probability of another slip? Given that this, if it wasn't there at 7 o'clock but was there at 11:50, what's the probability?
Yeah, look, the advice that they've given us is that it is high risk working below that slip, and as a result of that, we have a number of mitigations in place that keep us safe. One of them was obviously if any instability or anything's seen falling, which was what was seen this morning at 11:50. Some sirens were alerted and people just evacuated from that site.
So has anything fallen?
Well, other than what's been seen, the current slip, I understand, hasn't changed as a result of today, but they're experts in the field, which we don't have them here right now. I'm just relying on their expertise. They are New Zealand's experts in this field of soil and landscape landslides.
Given that we're at the situation today, is it unlikely that the search will resume tomorrow because it's likely to get more dangerous?
Well, I'm guided by the experts. I know from what the advice they've given me today, it would be foolish and negligent of me or any of us to continue work today. But based on further examination and further technical gear that they can bring in, we can mitigate that risk and continue the work that we have to do for these families.
I just want to clarify, we spoke a little bit yesterday, but is there a chance that the search may be called off entirely because of these ongoing risks?
Look, I can never give you 100%. What I can say is every day we will assess the risk, and what I also can say is all of our police staff, the rescue staff and everyone is 100% committed to bringing those loved ones back for these families, and we will remain here until we continue to achieve that aim.
What can you tell us about the progress that was made between presumably 7 o'clock or whenever it started this morning up until 11 o'clock?
Fair to say in the last couple of days we're making slow progress. I'm not going to update in terms of what we're finding, but we are making progress, and the teams are working with challenging conditions with the mud, with the weight of that mud, and doing an absolutely outstanding job. I couldn't be more proud of them.
How soon were those families let know that the search was going to get put on pause, and what was those reactions from them? I assume possibly heartbreak or frustration, maybe?
Yeah, look, it's understanding. I understand that they would be frustrated. If I was in their shoes, I would be too. As soon as a decision is made, in this case by me, we communicate that to the families first and foremost, so they are the first ones told. Fair to say there is a degree of understanding though in terms of the safety. We're dealing with obviously a significant tragedy from a number of days ago, and we're not going to add any further harm to that. But we are very resolute in achieving our aim here of bringing these loved ones back to their families.
Can you pass that message on to them directly, do you?
Absolutely. We're having dialogue with the families every day, every hour. We're working closely with them, and the staff, the police staff, the family liaison officers are doing an absolutely outstanding job there.
At what point will people know whether the search is going tomorrow?
Well, that's again for our assessment to make first thing in the morning, based on some new equipment we need to bring in to mitigate that risk.
So have they advised that will you stick with the daily 7 o'clock assessment, or will you be ramping up, given the fact that it stopped, will you be ramping that up?
I'll take advice from experts on that, but I can say that we will certainly be doing the daily assessments. And as part of that assessment, once they've done that, every person working within that site is briefed in terms of the risks and what our contingencies and mitigations are around that.
In terms of the workspace down there, I think there's a tent for families and obviously your staff and the rescue teams. Are they allowed to be there now, or have they been all evacuated?
So who are you referring to?
So at the cordon, at the base of the slip,
Yes.
there is a tent for families to sit in, and Mobo Trust and all of the people that are working the search. Are they allowed to still be in that space, or have they been evacuated from there?
We have evacuated the site space, so that's probably more in front of where those tents are. What we are happy with is where those people are currently. Yeah, last couple of
So with respect to those who are missing, there is little information known about the Swedish national, Mans, I think his name is. Have police been able to touch base with his family or anyone, or learn anything about what he was doing here?
Look, all of that information's ongoing. It's not something I'm going to talk to publicly right now.
So are you able
I'm
to
not-
say whether
look,
you've been able to touch base with the family or not?
That work is ongoing. I can't. I'm not going to go into the details about the nature of the conversations with families or any other overseas work.
Can police are police in a position to name the pair that passed in Welcome Bay?
Yes, we are. Yep.
Are you able to-
Look, I don't have that right now, but we can share that. Yep.
Have you been in touch with their families?
The police again, the family liaison officers and the police officers, investigators have been working with that family in the same fashion as those that have been captured here within the landslide. So it's the same process we use.
Have you been advised of the future or any future slip risk in that area?
No, again, our experts are assessing that. It's not just that area. There's a number of slips and landslides in different places across Bay of Plenty and other districts, and that work continues, which is why the experts are currently here.
You haven't been given an update as to what the likelihood is there?
No, I haven't had the latest briefing on that. No. Any other questions?
The Prime Minister wasn't able to be here today or yesterday as well. Have you spoken with him directly about these decisions? What are his thoughts on these decisions being made?
Look, I haven't spoken to him directly. I work with my boss, who's a Deputy Commissioner. I work within the chain of command, and they keep our ministers abreast of where we're at in a timely manner as well. Any other last questions?
Have you got any need for any further staff, or you think you're fully staffed enough?
Yeah, look, we have all the resources we need, both staff and also tools and equipment on the ground. We're very well supported nationally. Our commissioner's been here, and we don't want for anything. We have staff here that are around the country, from experts across DVI, from search and rescue, family liaison, a number of different fields. So we've got the best staff here that we could possibly hope for, and they're doing a tremendous job on the ground.
No other technical staff or equipment that you're looking to get in as you learn more about the recovery?
We are getting in some more, the geotechnical experts, when I say we, they are getting in some more equipment that's more sensitive than what they have had, and that's arriving as well.
Are we able to, when it's possible and when you've spoken to them, get some clarity around what those instruments are and what those mitigation tools are, because that would be really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
For families to
Can
know
do
about
that,
how
yeah.
that works.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Cheers.